Welcome back to another episode of How I Cook. I'm Stephen and Frederick, and it's great having you here. So it's summertime, and we have cookouts, and we have people over, and we tend to overbuy, especially rolls. So what to do with the leftover hot dog and hamburger buns? I'm going to show you. This first recipe on the surface may not seem to be all that great, but it's delicious. So we're going to take hamburger buns and we're going to cut them up. It could be a rough chop until we get around 4 cups of hamburger bun. So I'm going to throw it into here and we're going to push it down. So I'm going to see if it would be 4 hamburger buns. Now these hamburger buns have sesame seeds on them. It's okay. You won't really taste it. And if you do, I don't think it's going to be an objectionable taste. Okay, so in this case, 4 cups was 5 hamburger buns into a bowl. Next, 1.25 cups of milk. So this is a 2 cup, 1.25 cups. Pour that all over the bread. 2 eggs that I already cracked. Half cup of brown sugar. Between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of vanilla. Little bit of salt. Tablespoon of baking powder. Baking powder, not baking soda. And 3 heaping tablespoons of cocoa. So in total that was probably like 5 tablespoons. So what are we making? We're making a cake. A cake from leftover buns? Yep, you got it. So let me get the mixer out. I'll mix this up and then we'll move on to the next step. So there it is, all mixed together. And it looks like cake batter. Why? It is cake batter. We now take a pan, liberally spray it with oil. And put the batter into it. There we have it. The oven's preheating 350 degrees. It's already preheated into the oven. We'll check it after about 25 minutes. All right, I'm going to clean up and then we're going to make something with hot dog buns. So what are we going to do with leftover hot dog buns? I have a bunch of hot dog buns here that didn't get used. We're going to make stuffed French toast, but not stuffed with cream cheese or any sort of fruit filling. We're going to stuff it with bacon. So these are split top hot dog buns. They don't have to be split top. They could be the regular hot dog buns, but what you're going to do is break them into 2 pieces, and then the brown side we're going to push together and we're going to cook this side. So I already made bacon, and if you've watched other episodes, you know that I like to bake my bacon. You put it on a baking pan, you let the fat drip into a 350 degree oven. You watch it, and when it's done, you take it out. Isn't that bacon beautiful? So we take a piece of bacon, put it in between the bun, and we push it down. Do that again. Take a piece of bacon. There's an open spot. We can't have an open spot. Take the bun. Whoops. Remember, this way. Push it down. So for now, I'm just going to do 4 for presentation purposes, but there's plenty of bacon here that we will definitely eat after the recording. So we have 4 ready to go into the custard. So here's the measuring cup that I used for the hamburger buns. No need to dirty anything else. We're going to pour around a cup of milk, 2 eggs, a little vanilla, a little salt, and if you like cinnamon or whatever, do you like nutmeg, do you like cinnamon, whatever you like. Remember, this is how I cook. Not the right way, not the way you should do it, how I cook. So a little cinnamon. I do like cinnamon. Then we're going to beat up the mixture. And there we have our custard. I'm going to pour the custard into a relatively shallow bowl so that we can push the hot dog buns down into it. So, they're soaking up the egg. I have the frying pan on low. I'm going to put it up to medium low. Put a little butter. Oops. There we go. Going to flip over the hot dog buns so that the custard gets on both sides. Excellent. Now I'm going to rinse my hands and we'll come back and we'll start cooking. Okay, into the pool. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we need to let this go for a while, but don't walk away. Watch it, but let it sit for 2 or 3 minutes before you check it. Okay, so it's been between 3 and 4 minutes. Let's take a look. Oh, good. See how it's browned? You're going to be tempted to keep checking it. Do not. The custard makes the bread, or in this case, hot dog rolls, soggy and wanting to fall apart. But if you cook it properly, it firms up, and that won't happen. Oops. Also, the smell is intoxicating. You could smell the cinnamon, a little bit of the bacon. Oh, So good. Now, we're going to leave this one for 3 or 4 minutes as well. Delicious. The cake is coming up on 25 minutes. So for now, I'm going to say, see you in a few minutes. So the French toast is flipped. Let's check on the cake. I checked it after 25 minutes. It needed a little more time. I left it in, it's around 30 minutes. It's starting to pull away from the sides. Skewer test, coming out clean. Because it has more of a consistency of a brownie, I never put icing on it. I just put powdered sugar on it. So we need to put this aside and let it cool before putting the powdered sugar on. But it looks like our French toast is ready. So let's turn off the burner. It may not be the prettiest, but it is delicious. And what's the most important thing? Being delicious. So there we have it. French toast, hot dog bun, bacon in the center. Let's cut it open. You can see that. Oh. The vanilla, the cinnamon. Excuse me for talking with my food in my mouth, but it's so good. And the bacon. Okay, going to end the episode now. You will see a picture of the cake later in the episode in a few seconds with the powdered sugar on it. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed doing it for you. Take care. Remember, I'm Stephen and Frederick. Have a great day.